Right now, you might be in this place regarding your relationship with food where you're not necessarily seeing food as good versus bad. Like, you don't feel bad for eating some chocolate, but what you actually feel bad for is doing things with food that don't feel like you. What you actually feel bad about is you're not being the woman that you know you're meant to be. You know that you have high standards for yourself in your life, in your relationship, maybe as a parent, in your business or in your career. You have very high standards for yourself, but you're self-soothing with food. But you feel like I have absolutely no control in this one area of my life. That's what you actually feel bad for. And how I know this is because when I used to be a personal trainer and I used to be a health coach, and I had a good life. Like, I had a really good life, amazing relationship with my husband, Andrew. We actually partnered at the time to open up a fitness studio. We were just boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay, get this. Like, we were not fiancés. We were not married. People were like, you are absolutely crazy doing this business with your boyfriend at the time. But we had a fitness studio. We had a great career, great relationship. Like, I had a good life. And I felt bad about what I was doing with food because I didn't feel like it matched the person that I was meant to be. It did not feel like this is actually the true Lorna. I never felt like myself when I was binging. When you're eating until you're so physically sick and you feel like you have absolutely no control, but when you're having a stressful day or you've gotten bad news or something is making you anxious and you automatically turn to food, that's what you're feeling bad about. You're not feeling bad because, I had some chocolate today. You're feeling bad because you don't feel like you have any control with food. You feel bad because every single time that you're giving into your urges, it is lowering your self-confidence. Every single time that you are doing things with food that don't feel like you, it's like a punch in the gut of like, I actually don't have any control and I have no freaking idea why I'm completely out of control with food. That's what you feel bad about. And a huge reason why so many clients come to work with me, whether you jump inside of the Root and Rewire membership, if you're just starting healing your relationship with food, whether you jump into Conquer and you've already, started healing your relationship with food and you're wanting to get rid of your urges, stop your nighttime eating, heal your body image, be able to eat intuitively without spiraling out of control and just get more advanced support, or you're working with me inside of the Ditch Decade Diets Academy where you get high-level personalized coaching with me, you know that the reason why you are truly wanting to heal your relationship with food is to step into that powerful version of yourself that you know that you're meant to be. You want to have control with your food because a lot of your life is good. And it's like, why is this one area of my life, I have zero control over? That's what you feel bad about because it's like, it's not who I am. This is not who I am. This does not feel like myself. And when I personally recognized that, I was like, I am not showing up as my authentic self. Like, I am doing things with food that don't feel like myself. This isn't the true Lorna. Like, I knew the true Lorna. Bubbly, fun, outgoing, laughing, being the center of attention. I never forget, I never really have gone to a lot of weddings in my life, but there was this one wedding that I went to, and I'll never forget, I was wearing this blue puffy dress. I'm like, what did my parents dress me in? Anyways, and I was the center of attention, when everyone does a big circle and one person goes inside, I was the one in the spot, dancing, watch me, look at me go. And I was I don't know, probably 7 or super, super young. And then I grew up as a dancer and I loved being I was always front and center. And I always loved being the spotlight and look at me. And then all of a sudden, after struggling with my relationship with food, it's don't look at me. I'd go to the store with my head down, hurry up, hopefully nobody sees me. And I was that's not me. That's not who I am. And that is why I felt frustrated in myself. And that's why you're feeling frustrated in yourself, because you know that you aren't showing up as your true authentic self every single day. And that is like a punch in the gut. You're not mad because you had a bowl of pasta today. The real reason that you're mad is because you feel like you have no control around food. You're not mad that you had ice cream as a snack. You're mad because you feel like, I don't know how to process these emotions, and the only thing I know how to do is to just turn to food to quickly self-soothe me. That's it. And every time you're doing these things that don't feel like you lose trust within yourself. It lowers down your self-confidence, and you don't be that woman of your word. And that's the frustrating part. When you know better, when you know, like, I am meant for so much more, when you know that, like, I am such a powerful freaking human being who's the best mom, who's the best wife, who crushes it in her career. Like, I know that I'm deep down, I truly know I'm amazing, but I don't feel amazing because I'm binging right now. I don't feel amazing because I am literally eating until I'm so physically sick. I know I'm amazing, but I don't feel amazing because I'm bloated and I don't want anyone to see me. When you get to this realization and you no longer let a single day go by where you are feeling like a fraud, where you are feeling like this is not my true self, when you no longer let a single day go by of you feeling this way and you actually step into this powerful version of yourself, you actually heal your relationship with food, you learn how to regain your control back, you're going to feel unstoppable because your life is already amazing. Your life is already so good. And imagine how much better you can feel. Your confidence is going to skyrocket. Your energy, your mood, your sex life, like every single area of your life is going to improve when you are actually showing up as your true authentic self. When you feel like, I have full control over my decisions. I could say no to the dessert if I wanted to, or I could say yes to the dessert. Like, you are in control, not your urges. You are in control. And when you are in control, it's the greatest feeling. It's like, yes, this is who I am. I'm in the driver's seat. Like, I have full control. This is who I am. I don't need the ice cream to make me feel better. I could have the ice cream if I wanted to, but I don't need to have the ice cream. I know how to process my emotions. Okay, it's been a long, stressful day, or I'm feeling anxious right now, and you do some nervous system regulation techniques. Like, you know that, like, this is who you are. You're in the driver's seat of your life. You're in full control. And man, that's going to change everything. So you're not upset because, you had some extra carbs today or you had some chocolate. You're upset because you're not actually being the person that you know you're meant to be. That's truly it. And when you work with me, you step into the most authentic version of yourself, the version of yourself who is free from food, who has high standards, who treats herself with a respect, who knows she's so valuable, who knows she's so worthy, who knows that she is so deserving of so much joy every single day. You know that is truly who you are deep at your core. And maybe along the lines, you've lost it. And I'm here to get you that spark back. I'm here to shake you and be like, let's freaking go. Like, you are here for greatness. You came on this planet to make an impact. You came on this planet to live an incredible life. And although you are living an incredible life right now, it's really hard to truly live an incredible life when you don't feel like you're actually yourself. So once we tackle this, once you heal your relationship with food, you get rid of your urges, you work through your body image, you are going to feel unstoppable. You're going to feel so much more confident because, again, you're in control. You are in control. You are showing up every single day. Yes, this is who I am. It's hard to walk into the store and feel confident when you don't feel like yourself. The reason why so many times I would go to Shoppers Drug Mart, I would go to the pharmacy or even the bank, and I knew certain people worked there. And I would purposely not want to go on the days that they were there because I didn't feel like myself, whether it was I was binging or I put on some weight or whatever. And I didn't want them to see me. I didn't want them to see me because I didn't feel like this is the real me. So I'm showing this fake version of myself. You know how hard that is? But now it's I walked into the grocery store the other day and I saw somebody that I knew. And again, in the past, I literally would have went in the other direction. And now I'm skipping to them in the grocery store. I'm skipping to them and I'm like, hey, and I'm just so excited to see them because I just feel like I'm myself. I've healed my relationship with food. I am that bubbly self again. I am confident in my own skin, so it's there's no hiding. It's hello, this is who I am. And you just feel unfreaking stoppable. There's no hiding. It's everyone look at me, and not in an ego way, but it's I feel like myself. And when you feel like your true authentic self, you don't want to hide that. You actually do want to go out for that walk with your friend. You want to say hi to the person at the grocery store that you know. You want to meet up with that friend that you haven't seen in 5 years because it's yes, I am taking care of myself. Another thing with binge eating is you're not taking care of yourself. So it's really hard to present this version of yourself that doesn't feel like you because you're not even taking care of yourself, right? So when I was binging in the past, a huge reason why I didn't want to see other people is because I knew I wasn't taking good care of myself. Yeah, I was working out, but I wasn't taking care of myself in terms of eating until I was physically sick is not taking care of myself. Over exercising, not taking care of myself. Having these strong urges and continuously giving into my urges, it is so hard to show up confidently when you're doing those things with food. So you clean that up, you tackle your relationship with food, everything is going to change for you. When I say that healing your relationship with food is not just about, okay, I was able to make pancakes for breakfast and I don't feel guilty. That is inevitably going to happen, but that is such a small fraction of what you actually, think about when you have a healed relationship with food. When I healed my relationship with food, now I'm on this mission to help 1 million of you guys conquer binge eating. That is so much bigger than, oh, I had pancakes for breakfast. Look at me go without guilt. Yay. It's no, I'm on a freaking mission. The plans that I have for all of you badasses in my community, the plans that I have with Andrew in terms of our life together, you just have a greater vision because you actually just feel like your true authentic self. And there's nothing holding you back. There's nothing holding you back. Not your urges, not your lack of self-confidence, not your lack of self-worth, not poor body image. You have nothing in the way. It's I'm pushing my foot on the freaking gas pedal and I'm going to go transform my life over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So wanted to share this with you guys. And I hope this landed for you. If it did, let me know. Screenshot this, message it to me, say, wow, this landed, or you can leave a rating and review on the podcast. We just hit over 600 podcast episodes, which is insane. I remember, just starting off this podcast not too long ago and the amount of lives that have already been changed from this podcast. And then you guys coming into the membership, Conquer, the Academy, you guys coming into my programs and just seeing your lives change has been the greatest gift of all. So enjoy this episode, or I hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next one.